Good morning. It's very long to meet you, especially the non-medical students. I also welcome the.
डॉक्टर प्रताप आपकी आवाज थोड़ी स्लो आ रही है।
Just a minute.
हाँ, नहीं, आपकी आवाज का ताल्लुक के सामने कैमरा लगा हुआ उससे होगा।
जी जी, तो करीब हो जाता हूँ। ओके, अब आ रही है
जी।
Also welcome the DI students, third year medical MBBS students. The topic of today's class is the cardiac poisons, the cardiac toxins. That means the poison, the toxin which affect on the cardiac muscle. It's your fifth semester, and the module is cardiovascular module. In this class, we will learn all the poisons related to which effect on the cardiac muscle, its introduction of the cardiac poisons, the effects of the cardiac poisons, the sign and symptoms they produce, and the treatment remedies which a doctor or physician can make to save the life of the patient. And it's medico-legal, especially the forensic is interested in the medico-legal forensic medicine, the forensic toxicology led to the toxicology, that diagnostic toxicology, that how we can diagnose the sign symptom and how we can legalize the case in the courts, and whether it is a homicidal poison, whether it is suicidal poison, whether it is an accidental poison, to prove or to unprove the case in the mortuary, whether death occurs or in the morbidity or in the ER department, to diagnose the cases and take the history from the patient or the relatives to diagnose the case. So forensic medicine especially interested in the forensic toxicology, especially interested in the medico-legal aspects, not in the analytical, other than the analytical toxicology. So we are starting today's class, the cardiac poisons. There are different types of cardiac poisons. I mean the medicine which affect on the cardiac muscle in the toxic doses. In the toxic doses, these medicine act as a poison, like digitalis, digitoxin, and other related medicines. When you cross the medicinal dose, they affect as a toxin. When you cross the toxic medicinal dose, they affect because lethal effect on the cardiac muscles, also on the smooth muscles also, but mainly on the cardiac muscles. They also have a little action on the smooth muscles also. So there are different type of poisons, like medicines I described. Now the medicine, digitalis, digitoxin, digitonine, and other poisons like aconite, the oleanders, yellow and white type of oleanders, the nicotine, like the nicotine smoked in the cigarettes, chewed in the betel leaves, like in our societies, and these all cause the toxic effects when the dose is crossed. When the dose is, we commonly use the nicotine in the cigarettes, you see, and in the betel leaves. So betel leaves, the people chew the palms in our societies. So there's no toxic effect. But when the dose is crossed, you see the toxic signs and symptoms on the human body, and the consequences, and even death occurs. So these are the toxic effects on the heart muscles and smooth muscles also. So the cardiac poisons include aconite, nicotine, the medicinal poison digitalis, and we are starting in details now. I think the slides are not changing. Hello, you can hear? My name is Dr. Partab. I am a senior lecturer in the Department of Forensic Medicine, Medical College, UHS. We are starting the lecture. Starting with the Digitalis purpura is the plant. Widely, you see the picture of Digitalis in this lecture. I'm going to see you the picture of the Digitalis plant. This is the aconite picture of the aconite plant. Digitalis purpura is the plant widely grown in the hilly districts of in our country, like in the Kashmir and other hilly parts of the world. These toxic plants grown in the hilly areas. All parts of the plants are poisonous, but the leaves are mainly used as a medicine. Digitalis, digitoxin, these are the drugs used as a medicine in the cardiovascular system. But when you cross the medicinal dose, you see the consequences of a toxic dose in the human muscle, human body, in the cardiac muscle. So also on the smooth muscle. So these drugs cause very toxic effect on the cardiac muscles. Active principle: there are a number of glycosides present in these drugs, like digitaline, digitoxin, and digitonine. These are the three glycosides present in the Digitalis plant, from the seeds, from the flowers, from the leaves, from the stem, and the roots. There are different concentrations in all the parts of the plants, but these glycosides are present in all parts of the plants. They are excreted from all parts of the plants and used in the making of these medicines. And these are very useful drugs in cardiovascular system. Still nowadays, these drugs are used, but the role are declined day by day. Other useful medicines are also introduced, so they are used nowadays. But still they are in use. All these glycosides having a cumulative action on the myocardium in the human body. Signs and symptoms of the digitalis: pulse is low and full of frequent extrasystole in the heartbeat, and in the later stage of poisoning, the heart rate becomes rapid and irregular. As soon as we cross the medicinal dose, the toxic signs and symptoms starts appearing on the heart. Heartbeats become slow, and extrasystole you can see in the ECGs. The later stage of poisoning, the heart rate becomes rapid, and in the later stage, not in the initial stage, the heart rate becomes slow, and you can see the extrasystole in the ECG. But as soon as the poisonings get advanced, the heart rate becomes rapid and irregular. There is drowsiness, depending into the coma, and death occurs. Even death occurs in the advanced stages, advanced toxin cases. There is a drowsiness, depending in the coma, and death occurs from ventricular fibrillation. The cause of death of this drug is due to the ventricular fibrillations. Ultimately, the cause of death is ventricular fibrillation due to this drug intoxication. So the drowsiness, depending in the coma, and death occurs from ventricular fibrillation. In systole urination, in the systole stages, the urination is profuse and with serious loss of potassium. The potassium loss very rapidly from in the urination because of the contraction of the smooth muscles. It also, I said earlier, it also affect on the smooth muscles also. So because of the contraction of the smooth muscle, there is a profuse urination and potassium loss in the urination very rapidly. Also in the gravid uterus, you know that the uterus contains the smooth muscles. So gravid uterus, the pregnant uterus may be forced to expel its contents like the fetus and other pregnant materials very rapidly when these toxin drugs act on the cardiac as well as the smooth muscles. Other symptoms, a list of symptoms: the nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, headache, giddiness, and slowing of the heart rate. As soon as the toxin the signs and symptoms of this intoxication starts, these symptoms start to appear, and as the intoxication advances, the signs and symptoms get worse. Fatal dose and fatal period. Fatal dose means the time in which the death can occur. That is called the fatal period. And fatal dose, the dose in which the death can occur. Even death not occurs, but death could occur in that dose. That is approved scientifically, medically. That is called the fatal dose, in which adult humans death can occur from that particular dose. That is called fatal dose. Fatal dose is powder leaves, 38 grams or 2.5 grams of the digitalis glycosides. Digitaline, 10 ounces or 30 ml liquid in the liquid form, and digitaline 1/4 gram or 15 milligram. These are the fatal dose, proved fatal doses which can cause a fatality or death of adult human being due to these doses. Fatal period, that is the time after intoxication in which death could occur. That is 1 to 24 hours of the digitalis or digitoxin, or all these glycosides, digitaline, digitanine, all these poisons or the glycosides of these drugs cause fatality. The post-mortem appearances, if the death occurs from these lethal drugs, when you cross the medicinal dose and death occurs, there is a sign symptom appear on the dead body on the mortuary table. You can see the post-mortem appearances on the human body, dead body. The external manifestation will be that of a mild coma death. The death due to the mild coma, the cyanosis or other signs and symptoms you can see on the internal. There will be a mild congestion of all the organs. All the organs show the mild congestion, especially the viscera show the mild congestion from these drugs, lethal drugs. The treatment, you can wash the stomach with a warm tannic solution. Warm tannic solution make these glycosides inactive, and intoxication may not occur, or it reduced very fast. So these very lethal drugs, you can wash the stomach in the ER department with the apparatus to wash the stomach very rapidly, to take out the drug from the stomach very fast to save the life of the patient. With the warm tannic acid solution, you can take out the unabsorbed drug from the stomach very rapidly. Medico-legal points, mostly the poison is very bitter, the poison is very, the poison have a smell, so you can identify, you cannot give in a homicide intention to someone to take the poisons, to take the tablet, but the main cause of death is accidental overdose. Accidental overdose is commonly called the lethal effects or death. But suicidal cases are there, homicidal cases are there, but the number is very low. But most cases are accidental ones. Accidental ones like taken or given accidentally in a shape of other medicines. You have not seen the wrappers, you have the straps of the medicine, and you've taken the tablets, and overdose causes the lethal deaths. And suicides, homicides are there, but very rare cases are there. You cannot give these drugs, very bitter drugs, to hide in the foodstuffs or liquids. So taste cannot be easily altered. The smell cannot be easily altered. So you cannot give easily in an intention of a homicide. But mostly the number one cases are the accidental cases. The other poison other than the cardiac drugs are aconite. Aconite, especially the root of this plant is very toxic. The root of plant is very toxic. These are conical in shape. Aconite, this is the poison called aconite root, which is very toxic, very, very lethal. But one specific point related to this poison is it is very sweet in taste. It is very, very sweet in taste, but very lethal in action. That's why it is called as a mithazare, or a sweet poison, or a monk's hood, commonly used in a very, very minor dose in the monks, in the hilly areas, to effect on the cardiac muscle. So this is also used as a addictive. So aconite root is a very lethal one. Monk's root, meetha zair or meetha bish. Bish is a Hindi word, in the Urdu language, common language we use in our societies. Meetha zair, the sweet poison. The monk's root, these are the common name in our societies of aconite root. Aconite is a very lethal poison. Species, the most poisonous species of the aconite are aconite ferox, found in the Indian subcontinent, hilly areas, in the Himalayan mountains. This poison is very commonly cultivated to use as by the quacks. Commonly used by the quacks. Aconitum napellus or monk's root found in the England or the British, used by the European countries, mostly the hilly areas of the European countries. Aconium napellus in the European countries, Aconium ferox in the Indian subcontinent. It's commonly used as a quack medicine, aphrodisiac medicine or quack medicine. This is the plant, Aconitum napellus, the flower of the Aconitum napellus of a European plant. The sources, all species and all parts of the plants are poisonous, but concentration depend on the parts of the plant. Like mostly present in the seeds, in the roots. I said earlier, mostly it is present in the roots, but all parts of the plants contain the aconite. All species and all parts of the plants are poisonous, but root are mainly used as a poison. This is a picture of the root of aconite. One thing I must mention, the former cricketer coach of a Pakistan cricket team, the Bob Woolmer, is said to be died of the cause of death is to be aconite. The herb, the shoots of aconite found in the post-mortem investigation. The cause of death may be the finalized in the post-mortem report was aconite. This is a picture of aconite root. Appearance, the root is conical in shape. All the root, you can see this root in the museum. Our museum at the Dome present at the Dome Medical College, you can see the jar in the jar, the shape of the conical roots present in the jar in the museum. Root is the conical in the shape with the longitudinal wrinkles. Longitudinal lines, longitudinal wrinkles present. It's a very hard root. It is dark brown or white, but become pink on the exposure to the air. When it oxidizes in the air, it becomes pink on the oxidation. It has no odor, but very sweet in taste. Very no odor, but very sweet in taste. That's why it's used easily as a homicide. It is also said to be used as an ideal homicidal poison. On the number one, the ideal homicidal poison is arsenic. Arsenic is said to be ideal homicidal poison. 99% arsenic is used. It is tasteless, it is colorless, it is odorless. White powder easily available, very minute, act as a very lethal one. Easily available, easily mixed up with the food stuff and drinks, but in the last, the arsenic is diagnosed in the post-mortem. Even in the ashes, the body is burned. Even in the after 100 years in the mud of the graves, arsenic is diagnosed. The one demerit of the arsenic is that makes the arsenic. But 99% arsenic is all are the merits to be used as the ideal homicidal poison. But on the second, this aconite have all the merits present, but one demerit, it is not easily available. Not easily available, that is make it on the second position. Arsenic is very easily available, but in the last it is diagnosed. aconite may be missed in the diagnosis, in the advanced investigation, in the forensic medicine investigations. It may be diagnosed by the chemical analysis. So it is on the second number. Very sweet in taste, very lethal in action. The metazair root is conical in shape with the longitudinal wrinkles. It is dark brown or white, become pink on the exposure to the air on oxidation. No odor, but very sweet in taste. Called the metazair or metabis or metazair. Metazair is sweet in taste, very lethal in action. These are the roots. The picture of the roots of the aconite. Active principle, aconine, pseudoaconine, and aconine. These are the three active principles present in the aconite roots, which are very lethal. Active principle is the main constituent of the poison which is responsible for its action. Active principle present in the aconite root, actually they cause very lethal action on the human body and the consequences of a death. These are called, all these active principles are alkaloids. So what is alkaloid? The complex substance found in the various plants behaves like alkali and combined with the acid to form the salt. The distribution of the alkaloid in plant is not uniform. Some are conic, some are concentration in the roots. I said earlier, the most concentration of the poison present in the roots, other in the seeds or in the bark of the plant, or so on. They act mainly on some portion of the CNS, each having its own individual action. Some act on the peripheral nervous system, some act on the central nervous systems, on the higher centers. So these are some examples of the glycosides, alkaloid, like nicotine, atropine, hyoscine, morphine, strychnine, ergotamine, and cocaine. These all are called alkaloids. Alkaloids poison. Alkaloids act as like alkali, but when combined to the acid, they form the salt. The distribution of the alkali of these lethal alkaloid of the aconite present mainly in the roots. Mode of action, how they act on the body. First stimulate, then paralyze the peripheral nervous termination of the sensory and secretory cells. First stimulate and then paralyze. These are the mode of action of all the active principle of the aconites. It has some same effect on the motor nervous system and the centers of the medulla and the spinal cord, but do not affect higher brain centers. Do not affect on the higher brain centers. Some other poisons may also affect on the higher brain centers, but aconite root may not act on the higher brain centers. It affects on the peripheral nervous system, called paralysis of the peripheral termination of sensory and secretory cells, effect on the motor nerves, centers in the medulla, centers in the spinal cord, but do not affect on the higher brain centers. It depresses myocardium, smooth muscle, and skeletal muscles. It also causes depression of the myocardial system and smooth muscles. So this is the main mode of action. It depresses the myocardium as a cardiac poison, smooth muscles also, and skeletal muscles. Sign symptom, tingling sensation in the lips, mouth, tongue, and pharynx, followed by the numbness. Salivation increases, nausea, vomiting increases as the sign symptoms, as the effects of the poison advances. Muscular spasm, convulsions in the early stages. Body temperatures, subnormal, maybe higher, maybe low. Cold clammy skin, muscular weaknesses, all the muscle in the body you may feel, or the patient may feel the weakness, pulse low and weak, respiration slow and weak. Large doses may cause cardiac arrhythmias. This is the effect on the cardiac muscle, and if those are crossed, those are toxic, so you may see the arrhythmias in the ECGs. That may lead to coma and death. So this is the signs, symptom present of aconite on the cardiac muscles. Cause of death due to aconite root, ventricular fibrillation, or asphyxia due to the paralysis of the respiratory centers. Both are the causes of death, but mainly the ventricular fibrillation causes death. The fatal dose, the dose which can lead to death, 1 gram of the root or 4 milligram of the alkaloid, pure alkaloid. 1 gram of the root or 4 milligram of the pure alkaloid of the aconite. Fatal period in which death can occur, that is 1 to 5 hours. Early hours are very lethal. If you save the life of the patient, take it out from the stomach through gastric lavage or make it inactive in the stomach. The treatment, milk or activated charcoal. Milk, the calcium of the milk, make it inactivate. Bind with the calcium or activated charcoal. The charcoal, powder charcoal, which is especially made from the specialized wood or the animal bone, which is burned on a higher degree and make it powder, that is the activated charcoal. Activated charcoal have a tremendous type of grasping capacity. It grasps the very lethal toxin or glycosides in it and prevent it from absorption in the stomach. So intoxication does not occur. So this is the part of the universal antidote. Very weak alkali, weak acid, and activated charcoal. These three portions are combined and given when you don't know what poison is given or taken by the patient. You can give the universal antidote in case of you don't know when the relatives are not present and patient is unconscious and you cannot diagnose with the smell of with the body of the patient or with the color of the poison, you cannot diagnose. So you can give the universal antidote. That is activated charcoal is present with that universal antidote to delay the absorption of the poison and take it out from the stomach through gastric lavage. So you can save the life of the patient in the early hours, 1 to 5 hours of the fatal period of the aconite root. That is stomach wash with warm water or KMNO4, potassium permanganate. When you use the potassium permanganate or warm water, it makes the poison inactive. All the glycosides are made inactive with the KMNO4 and warm water. So you can make it inactive or you can give the activated charcoal or milk to delay the absorption of these lethal poisons and take it out from the gastric lavage. Then you start the treatment. If you take it out as much as possible, then for the absorbed poison, you can give the atropine 1 milligram to avoid the vagal inhibition of the heart. You can atropinize the patient time by time to delay the absorption from the GI advance, when the poison advance to the GI, to the duodenum, to the jejunum, and to the large bowel. So you can delay the absorption by atropinizing the patient, and when it acts on the heart muscle to avoid the vagal inhibition on the heart, you can atropinize the patient with 1 milligram. For cardiac arrhythmias, Novocaine 50 ml of the 0.1 solution percent of the concentration IV you can give these are the supportive treatment, not that specific treatment. Artificial respiration, oxygen inhalation to put the patient on the ventilator. So these are the supportive treatment for the patient, and early treatment with KMNO4 or warm water to make the poison inactive, milk or activated charcoal. So this is the treatment for the aconite root. Preservation of vomitus to diagnose the poison. It's very important to save the vomitus, initial vomitus, and to send the chemical lab for the chemical analysis of the poison to diagnose the poison. Aconite is highly unstable and hence may not be detected on chemical analysis. It's unable to diagnose, very difficult to, not unable to, stable to diagnose, but very difficult to diagnose. Because it's important to preserve the initial vomitus of the patient. It contains a large amount of the aconite glycosides. On the chemical analysis after death, however, to prevent this, acetic acid is added to the rectified spirit 1:2 concentration used to preserve the vomitus and to be sent for the chemical analysis to diagnose the poison from chemical lab. Medical legal importance, ML importance, ideal homicidal poison. It is very sweet in taste, I said earlier, but are the merits. Very small dose can prove the lethal effects, but it is not easily available. In the olden time, it is easily available, but nowadays in the urban areas, it is not very easily available. So it makes on the second position. Then arsenic. It is cheap and not easily available. Long written over here in the slide, not easily available. It is cheap and not easily available. The lethal dose is small. It's a typewriter mistake. Not easily available. Not easily available. Its lethal dose is small. Fatal period is short. So very lethal in action in a very limited time. With the lethal dose, it can be mixed with the sweets because there is already sweet in taste. Hidden in the sweets because of its sweet taste. The taste can also be masked giving in the betel leaves. In other foodstuffs, in the betel leaves, in the pan, in the other foodstuffs or drinks, it can easily be given because it have a sweet taste. Symptom resembles natural disease. So sign symptom also made with the natural disease. So there's no any suspicion aroused afterwards as soon as patient become morbid. It is rapidly destroyed and difficult to become detected in the human body by the chemical analysis. So it is rapidly destroyed in the body. In the last, it's very difficult to diagnose when it absorbs in the body. Its metabolites are destroyed and difficult to diagnose. And so all our merits, you see, all our merits, very rapidly destroyed in the human body, not detected, very minor dose, very limited time, very lethal effects, but not easily available. Very sweet in taste, but not very easily available. That makes the on second position. Arsenic is easily available. All are merits to be used as a homicidal poison. Accidental due to use by the quack doctors, quack as a Hakim medicine, arrow poison in the wild areas, used as arrow poison, cattle poison, or in the olden times, also used as for the abortion. Very minor dose, effect on the smooth muscle of the uterus, and it causes readily abortion in the pregnant ladies. Postmortem findings are not characteristics. No any specific findings you can found on the human body. Remnants of the plant may be found in the contents of the stomach. Mucous membrane of the stomach is inflamed. You can see it in the postmortem when you open the viscera. The mucous membrane of the stomach may be inflamed. To see the redness of the mucous membrane of the stomach, congestion of the brain and lungs. Aconite is extremely unstable and rapidly destroyed by the putrefaction. So, as the putrefaction is stored on the dead body, it also destroyed and not found in the dead body as the arsenic found. So, you can all are the merits of the. It also include the merit in the poison to be used as a homicidal. Aconite is extremely unstable and rapidly destroyed by the putrefaction. Putrefaction is the destroying of the dead body by the bacteria. The third poison is nicotine. It's the last poison. Nicotine is also when you take the regular intervals in the form of cigarettes, in the form of betel leaves, pan, betel nuts, so it may not cause lethal effect. But in a toxic dose, in a liquid form, in a toxic dose, it may cause very lethal effects on the human body. The source of nicotine is alkaloid found in several species of tobacco plant. Tobacco plant, from the flowers, from the seeds up to the root, it contains the nicotine. The whole plant is poisonous except the ripe seeds. The ripe seeds may not have a very, very minor dose of this lethal poison. Dried leaves contain 1 to 8% of the nicotine. These are the flowers, leaves of the tobacco plant. Green leaves of the tobacco plant. These are the dried leaves of the tobacco plant, and the companies make it powder and put in the cigarettes, in the pan or in other forms. It also used as a smoke, snuff. Active principle, nicotine and nicotinine. Characteristics, it is colorless, volatile, bitter tasting liquid. Even take in the toxic form, in the other liquid form, it is used in the liquid for the addictive person. Uses as insecticide, commonly used as insecticides, fumigations and spraying. But the order is separate, and you may not smell the order. Also used as insecticide, fumigation, spraying, and also in the addiction. Mode of intake may be smoked, leaves can be chewed and snuffed. Routes of absorption, nicotine is absorbed by skin and oral routes. Smoke, most of the nicotine in the burn, and when ingested, nicotine is not readily absorbed from the intestine, so acute poisoning is rare. It is said to be, it causes chronic poisoning when you take for a long time. It's not as acute, act as acute poison and readily absorbed from the intestine. It is absorbed delay absorption of the nicotine from the intestine. So it is not said to be called acute poisoning. It is very rare. It is act as acute poisoning, but it's very, very rare. But commonly called chronic poisoning when it is gathered in the body, in the intestine, and after some time, acute or chronic poisoning occurs. Mode of action: nicotine bind to the nicotine receptors, which are present in the CNS, spinal cord, neuromuscular receptors, and carotid or aortic bodies. In the carotid vessels, in the aortic bodies, autonomic ganglia. These are the targets of the nicotine. Parasympathetic and sympathetic centers. Sign symptoms: moderated doses stimulate reticular system in the higher brain centers, increased memory. So commonly, cigarette and betel leaves, pans are chewed to activate the higher brain center. Stimulate the reticular, increase memory, activity system, and attention. The person gets attention with these nicotine drug. It stimulates receptors, muscle fasciculations, and the parasympathetic action are meiosis, salivations. The ganglionic action are urination, defecation, sweating, vomiting, and blood pressure increase. These are the sign symptoms and how it acts on the body. Increased memory, increased activity, and increased attention. Muscle stimulation receptors cause muscle fasciculations, and parasympathetic effects are meiosis, salivation. The ganglionic effects are urination, defecation, sweating, vomiting, and blood pressure. Severe intoxication, prolonged ganglionic and neuromuscular blockage, blood pressure fall, and in the last, the seizures occur in the human body and death could occur. Cause of death: early death due to vagal excitation and standstill of the heart, and the late death due to the respiratory failure. The toxic doses of nicotine in the liquid form taken at one time, the early death due to the vagal excitation on the heart and standstill of the heart occurs. You may see that on the ECG and in the diagnosis by the chemical lab. In the late death due to the respiratory failure. Fatal dose, the dose which can lead to death is called fatal dose, minimum fatal dose. It is minimum proved lab researched fatal dose, 40 to 60 milligram of nicotine or 2 grams of the tobacco. One cigarette contains 1 gram of the tobacco, about half of the lethal dose. If you take one time a full dose of a lethal dose of a nicotine, death could occur. Fatal period, the time in which death occurs, few minutes when nicotine is swallowed. If a fatal dose of a whole fatal dose is swallowed, a few minutes are required to cause death when nicotine is swallowed. Treatment: immediate gastric lavage with KMNO4 is done. Activated the potassium permanganate. Activated charcoal can be given. The initial stage atropine may be helpful for delaying the effects of that nicotine. It causes salivation and visual disturbances. Vasodilators like nitrites to delay the effect of the nicotine. Cardiorespiratory stimulants for cardiac arrest, cardiac massage, or intracardiac injection of epinephrine. Epinephrine causes reversal effect of the nicotine. For the cardiac arrest, you can give the cardiac massage or intracardiac injection of epinephrine. Some other treatment is symptomatic. No any specific treatment or specific antidote is present to counteract the effects of nicotine. Chronic poisoning, bronchitis. The chronic effects of the nicotine is bronchitis, pharyngitis, laryngitis, dermatitis, or blurring or narrowing field of the vision. Nicotine withdrawal effects. If you leave for a long time use of nicotine, changes in the mood, insomnia, difficulty in concentration, restlessness, weight gain, poor performance, increased coughing. Symptoms peak to 1 to 3 days or last 3 to 4 weeks. So these are the effects of the nicotine withdrawal. Replacement therapy. You can give the nicotine gum, nicotine patches, nicotine nasal spray to cause addiction of the cigarettes and metal leaf chain. Nicotine inhaler gradually absorbed through nicotine patches gradually absorbed through skin and give some relief with a long delays. Gradually release the nicotine gum when chewed instead of the cigarettes and betel leaves. It have a bad taste and sore jaws, cause sore jaws, but it can leave the habit of the cigarettes and betel leaf chewing. Postmortem finding, if the death occurs, no characteristic finding, internal asphyxia, sinuses increases, fluidity of the blood, visceral congestion, brown discoloration of the wall of the stomach. In the postmortem on the autopsy table, nicotine is swallowed, pulmonary edema, and nicotine resists the putrefaction. Medico-legal importance, chemical preparation of the fertilizers. For fertilizers, insecticides absorbed through skin when applied on ulcers or used as enemias. Homicidal is rare, can be used as an infanticide or to procure abortion. In the olden times, now it is very rare, but it is used as a chemical spray on the crops, and used as insecticides, or it's a part of a fertilizers. So it is may cause in the accidental poisoning in the remote areas. But homicidal is very rare, accidental is on the top. So this is all about today's class. I hope you will continue your learning, virtual learning, and you can prepare for these subjects, and let's see what decided in the last. So you can continue your study, and if you have any question, please forward. Hello. Hello. Hello.